Okay, so this is going to be my first video of a series of videos I want to do called Compassion and Strength. Now, these are kind of life coaching, some kind of, I guess, imparting of wisdom, if you want to call it that. I'm just aware that a lot of people have issues in the way they think and the way they see themselves, and I have a lot of thoughts toward it, and I've been able to help out a lot of people. Now, I'd like to help out a lot more people, so that is why I'm making these videos. But I'm the head coach of a Nixia esports Smite team, an upcoming Overwatch team. Now, the Overwatch and Smite team haven't really done anything at all, but I've got to work with some great guys. And over about a year of working with them, a few of them really inspired me in order to want to make videos like this, and two of them told me that, hey, I watch other people do these things. I really think you should. So not only them, but also my girlfriend kind of is giving me the inspiration to do this. So I'd like to dedicate these videos to both the people who really need inspiration and a push to become better people, and I'd like to also dedicate it to the people I've worked with in the past, and as well as my girlfriend Katrina. Today, as my first video, I'm just kind of gonna go off and talk about my main 3 points that I like to hit, and they're universal points. I guess they're teachings, but I'll start off by saying these topics are aspects that I use every day and are known worldwide as peace, love, and happiness. Now, peace only exists because there is violence. And there's enough violence in the world that if you practice peace as much as possible, you will contribute what is needed. Many people see peace as an abstract concept, something that can't really be touched or seen, and that peace, is just simply when your country isn't at war. But people also use the word peace to accompany the dead, such as Mr. Johnson is at peace now, so that we can understand that they're in heaven or the afterlife. But peace isn't a state of mind or absence of violence. It's also a way of life. And in the words of Gandhi, he said, "There is no path to peace, because peace itself is the path." And he describes the idea that you cannot seek peace outside yourself unless you can find it within yourself. And to practice peace, all you have to do is love yourself and others, which leads straight to my second topic. Now, love is often coupled with peace, and love itself is universal. I love you, you love me, we're a happy family, is what I remember from watching Barney when I was little. Now, as you grow up, you have more things to love, like food, reading, and sports. And as I got older, my dad told me, you can't love things that can't love you back. And I didn't really pay any mind to it. But where I'm at now in my life, I really understand. Love isn't a very strong like, and love isn't a sexual desire, because love, too, is also a way of life. Now, the most difficult business I've ever had to deal with is learning to love myself. Now, people automatically think loving yourself, isn't that being called selfish or something? But there's a difference. I can love myself for the things I do, such as being better than a few of my friends at something, or even helping out people in need, because both of those things make you feel better. And people can also love me for what I do, such as sometimes being a good friend, or making pretty damn good macaroni and cheese. But loving yourself for who you are is what strengthens your ability to love others. Now, many think that it's okay to go about life only helping people and being a nice person. But if you do that, you lose your individuality. Loving yourself includes not caring about what people think of you, forgiving your own mistakes, and distancing yourself from negative people. But it's not limited to either of those. And once you can count the days that you've woken up happy and went to sleep happy, and the day that you have lost track or you lost count, that's when you know you found your groove. Now, for the third topic, happiness. Now, happiness, as described by the Beatles, is a warm gun that you shoot, which is one of my favorite songs by them. And Pharrell Williams has a song called "Happy." I'm pretty sure is the name of it, and he says happiness is the truth. Now, in reality, happiness is almost a language in itself. Such as if I were to speak to someone and happy, they'd probably become happy, depending on the situation. And being happy comes naturally to most people, but so does stress and sadness. Now, some people have disorders that hinder their ability to be happy, but to me, happiness isn't something that just happens. Being happy is a process, just like life. And when you want to be happy, you usually do something you like, or listen to some good music, and yeah, that helps if it doesn't make you happy automatically. But doing things to make yourself happy is almost like only being nice to others because they're being nice to you. And being positive doesn't need to happen only when you're feeling down. Being positive should be a constant feeling throughout the day. This was difficult for me because I practice being happy. Yes, I practice being happy, which sounds kind of weird, but it's a skill many people neglect when they're busy in life. Now, the best techniques that worked for me and will definitely work for you include, not seeking money, always challenging yourself when you're in a comfortable situation to challenge yourself, always being grateful and generous for anything that comes your way, and always, now this can be in any circumstance, but just always tell the truth. Because keeping secrets from people is the equivalent of lying, and deceit breeds anger. And in the words of the Almighty Master of Happiness, Buddha said, "Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the only one who gets burned." And kind of summarizing these three topics up, peace, love, and happiness are all ways of life. And they can bring you up from any depth you find yourself at. And I want to close this first video by saying that you should always remember that the only thing that keeps you away from peace, love, and happiness is yourself. And one of my favorite quotes is an 1888 Victorian poem by William Ernest Henley. And one of the lines in the poem, he says, "I am the master of my fate, and I am the captain of my soul." So that's going to wrap up my first video, and I'm looking to put out more, and I know my webcam probably isn't that good, but I'm going to be looking into getting another one. But yeah, so if you could like this, share it with your friends, share it with someone who you feel needs this kind of stuff, that'd be amazing. I mean, not to me, yeah, I'd be grateful, but it's more importantly, I want to help other people. And thanks for stopping by. My name is Tenths, or you can call me Harrison. Doesn't matter. Feel free to message me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, I don't care, about anything you want me to talk about or any comments you have. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day.